Hey there, friend. Thank you for joining. If you're joining the replay, I'm really happy to have you join my live stream or watch the replay, whatever situation you are in. It's been an interesting day for me. Lots of things happening and lots of good things, lots of adventure. Very productive day. Been working a lot today. I spent almost all my whole day indoors working, writing articles, preparing materials, connecting with people, and so on and so forth. So thank you for joining once again. If you're joining live, hey Jan, hello. I cannot say exactly who's joining yet, but hey Simona. Oh, it's catching up. So why am I doing this live? Well, it's my 11th birthday on Facebook, so that's what triggered it. And it's been a long journey with the whole idea with Facebook and what happened since I've joined and all the relationships I've built a long time on Facebook, and then maybe took them off in the real world and everything else. So I just want to talk a bit about some thoughts I had about this whole idea of being on Facebook for 11 years, connecting with so many people, but also some thoughts about how you actually connect with people and how you interact with them. Now, I don't know what you think about Facebook and what role Facebook or social media in general plays in your life. I'll be happy to also hear your input and your ideas or your comments or how you feel about it in general. But for me, when I first heard about it, it was back in 2005, 6, something like that. It was really at the beginning. I was like, okay, whatever. I have no idea what's happening, what this is, what it's used for. I ended up joining just because some of my friends were on it, and it was an easy way to keep in touch with them. Now, coming closer to the present day, Facebook is everywhere. I think everybody can agree with that. We have it as an app on a phone, and we connect with people and family and friends and colleagues, and we build businesses on Facebook. We share inspiration and so on and so forth. What's the main idea, and what's the whole idea with this whole video about my celebrating 11 years on Facebook? Well, one of the things that I've noticed is that Facebook is exactly like in real life. What you sow is what you reap. So depending on what seed you put out there, that's what you will get. And I remember the story. It's actually a North American story where there's a farmer outside of the village working his field, and then a traveler comes and says, hey, how are you? He just stops to get some rest, and he starts talking to the farmer, and he asks him, can you tell me how the people are in the next village? And the farmer, rather than answering his question, asks the traveler another question, and he goes, how are the people in the village you are coming from? And the traveler says, oh, they were all so bad and just scoundrels and lazy and not doing anything and all the time trying to find trouble and quarrel and whatnot. And the farmer goes, well, I'm afraid you will not have better luck in the next village either. They are exactly the same. So the traveler leaves, parts way with the farmer, starts heading towards the village. A few hours later, though, another traveler arrives on the same road, stops to talk to the same farmer, taking a break, getting some rest. So he asks the farmer, how are the people in the next village? What can you tell me about them? And the same like earlier, the farmer asks him, how were the people in the previous village? How did you like them? And he goes, oh, they were the best people ever. They are very kind and very helpful and very open, and they've treated me very, very well. And then the farmer says, well, you can expect the same thing in the next village as well. So why is this happening, right? Then the whole deconstruction of the story comes, like, why did the farmer say two different things to two different travelers going to the same village? It's very easy, and that's what I liked about the whole story. You attract what you put out in the world. And this is something that's happening whether we like it or not, and whether we accept it or not. In most cases, this is what's happening at the end of the day. If you're attracting drama, and if you're putting out gossip and bad news and I don't know what out in the world, that's what you'll be surrounded with, and that's what you'll get back. if you put, on the other hand, if you put good things out there, you encourage people, you try to motivate them, you help them, you give them resources, you support them, that's what you'll get back as well. Now, how is this connected to Facebook? Well, Facebook just amplifies the whole exchange. On social media, everything happens much faster. Facebook and social media in general just accelerates everything. So once again, if you're not happy with what you see on Facebook, try to think about what people you've surrounded yourself with, first of all. Second of all, what are you putting out there yourself? Are you breathing life into other people? Are you speaking life into them? Or on the other hand, maybe you're just doing the opposite. Instead of being encouraging and helpful and supportive and there for your friends and family, you just spread all kinds of negative things, or gossip, or rants, or whatever, you name it. I think this is really important, especially, as I said, when it comes to social media, just because social media accelerates everything. So just like in the story with the farmer, like in what way you've interacted with the people from the previous village, you'll find something similar here. The same thing happens, as I said, on Facebook as well. Now, I've had my fair share of silly things done on Facebook, including losing touch with some really close friends just because I started focusing on other things and I've let myself get distracted. Oh, hey Adrian, thank you. I've just noticed that you're online. Thank you. But once again, what's the whole idea and why am I specifically talking about Facebook today? Because it is my 11th anniversary on Facebook, but also because I live in Prague. So I moved to Prague a while ago. This is my 7th year in Prague actually. And there's something that I keep noticing on Facebook. I'm part of different discussion groups in Prague as well. And I see how nasty and how rude many people can be towards what's happening in Prague and towards the Czech people, for example. But then again, if you dig a bit deeper and go and check their Facebook profiles, like all those people who are rude and say bad things and say nasty things and whatnot, if you go and check their Facebook profiles, you'll see that it's a general theme. The risk, though, is to get trapped in that because all of these negative comments and all of these rude behaviors stand out and they are louder than everything else. So it's really easy to get discouraged or to get to lose hope or just to get a wrong image of a city in this case, which is Prague, or of a situation or of a business or of a friend. And this is one of the main things that I think we should keep in mind. As I said, first of all, to ask ourselves, hey, who is in my circle of friends, especially on Facebook? What do I let inside my life? What do I allow inside my life? And second of all, what am I pouring into other people's lives, including on Facebook? Am I talking life into them, or on the other side, or on the contrary, am I removing the positive vibes from their lives? And this is my invitation for you today. Once again, me being very happy about this 11 years on Facebook, connecting with people and making new friends and getting lots of inspiration from people all over the world. This is my invitation for you as well. Just try to audit your circles first of all, and second of all, make an active decision to talk life into your friends on Facebook or in real life. Hey Anne-Marie, thanks for joining. I was just sort of wrapping up the video, but I would be happy if you leave me your comments if you have the chance to watch the replay. Really happy to see you, Adi, as well. Hope to be coming to Bucharest soon, so hope to see you in person as well. So these were some of my thoughts regarding Facebook and me being 11 years old on Facebook. Let me know if you have any comments or any insights or anything else you want to share regarding maybe Facebook or what I was saying earlier. Leave them in the replay comments as well. I'll surely get back to them. If not, thank you so much for joining. I do wish you an awesome evening or morning or afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And see you soon for the next live or somewhere in the world. So thanks for joining.